Hi, Bashar.
And you, good day.
I want to thank you for the enormous help you've given me over the last few years.
We thank you for helping yourself.
And now as I'm coming face to face with myself,
Yes. Do you like what you see?
yeah, more
All right.
and more,
All right, more and more.
exploring what it means for me to play.
Yes. Remember that what it means for you to play is determined by the meaning you choose to give it. The
Yes.
meaning isn't built in.
Right.
All right.
Well, I've noticed that usually it involves being in the moment.
Usually, yes.
And
Unless you are choosing to play at not being in the moment.
Yeah.
That's the only exception.
Okay, yeah, I figured that out then.
Oh, thank you.
And usually
Yes. Usually.
it involves me keeping my word to myself. Me
Yes.
giving my word and keeping it.
Yes. For only you give yourself reasons not to. But then you are keeping another kind of word. Remember that you are never not really keeping your word. It's just that sometimes you change what the word is that you're keeping.
Okay.
You never don't trust. You never don't have faith. You never don't keep your word. You just change the word you're keeping. Decide what word you want to keep. And keep that.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay. And
Yes.
also I've noticed that my
Usually.
no, not this is now
Oh, all right.
that my left eye
Yes.
is a lot bigger and brighter and clearer when it
All
used to
right.
be all squinty and red.
Oh, all
and
right.
usually with a headache.
Yes. Very good.
And I'm assuming that's a reflection that I'm like using my right brain,
And you are assuming that because...
because you told me I should use my right brain.
All right. But that's not why you're assuming it. Not because I told you so.
Well, you told me my dog was circling to the left because I wasn't.
That's not why either. You are assuming this because... This is not a trick question.
I'm blank.
You are assuming this because this is what you prefer to assume.
Oh, okay.
Simple, wasn't it?
All right.
See? No tricks.
So it's not. That's
Just
not
obvious.
Why? That's not why then.
I just told you that's why.
Oh, okay. So I have a question about.
Oh, all right. Surprise.
One of my most fervent passions
Yes. Most fervent passion.
is
Yes.
to
Yes.
communicate with
Yes.
animals and
Yes.
take care of them,
Yes. All right.
especially my own.
All right. And? So?
And so,
Are your actions commensurate then with this passion?
usually,
There's the usually. All right. I knew it would sneak in there sometime.
but you know, the maintenance, the daily maintenance.
One
is like-
moment. May I remind you that even though I understand that following your passion will not always result in exactly the same opportunity for the same actions all the time, I do want to remind you that in a general sense, the term fervent passion and usually don't go together.
Okay.
If it is a fervent passion, then it is always, not
Right.
usually.
Right.
You're getting the point?
Yeah.
All right. And so,
So how can I redefine, you know, the drudgery of
the what?
the drudgery
The what?
that it feels like sometimes, not
How
all the
can you
time.
redefine?
Like every other day, it feels like, you know, taking care of them.
What are you defining as drudgery? For that is your definition.
Cleaning the cages and picking up the poop and, you know, all of that stuff.
Why is that drudgery?
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's fun.
Then why is it fun sometimes and not fun other times?
Well, that's it.
Yes, well, answer the question. Why is it fun sometimes? What's going on within you when it's fun that's different than what's going on within you when it's not?
Because sometimes it seems like it'd be more fun to do something else, and
That's not it. What's going on within you when it's fun as opposed to what's going on within you when it's not? What's the difference? What's the real difference
I'm being
dynamically within you? Within your definitions, within your energies, within your beliefs. What is different between the times it seems like fun and the times it does not?
I'm being lazy.
What does that mean?
I don't want to do it.
Why not?
I want to goof off. I want to water the lawn instead.
Why is that goofing off? Why is that goofing off?
What, watering the lawn?
Yes.
What? No, that's more fun. That's more
Why?
fun.
Why?
It's always fun.
Why? All right, I'll ask you it this way. Do you believe that if you then go and water your lawn, that somehow the animals will be being neglected?
Sometimes, yeah, I feel like I should be feeding them, and I'm putting off feeding them.
All right. Do you know why you are having this dichotomy?
Why?
Because you are creating there to be a dichotomy between the idea of different things as expressions of your joy.
Right.
And you're not trusting that if your joy in fact does shift into another action, that somehow that means something else is being neglected, which means you don't trust your joy.
Exactly.
So why do you have that definition?
Well, that was my other question. You said once here that
Yes.
that if you're doing your joy,
Yes.
then it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yes.
Then you've done everything
Yes.
that you needed to do
But
that day.
going into it the way you're going into it doesn't allow the timing to work itself out synchronistically because you're putting a specific spin on the idea of what you're doing.
Yes.
If you were truly trusting that your joy in its shifts was really all right, then everything would work itself out and you would find yourself with the correct amount of time and being in joy with the things that really need doing.
What about the idea of all of a sudden your interest shifts, something else seems more exciting at that moment to do, and then you don't complete what you're doing, and then all of a
You
sudden
didn't hear what I just told you. I'll say it again. If you understand how to trust your joy, then you will know and you will experience that when your joy shifts, it will do so in such a way that it will create the time you need to do the other things in a joyful way.
Okay.
Your assumption that it won't is what's creating the dichotomy in your experience.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure.